It's time to boss up. Fix your credit, girl, get at it. Get your bag up. Hit that gym and get back.
What it do, young knockouts? Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. And for my other people who know Spanish, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero años, felicidad. I wanna wish you up, you. Anyways, back to my channel. I try to do Vlogmas, but it's kind of hard to do because it's just, you know, a whole pandemic and everything. But I just want to say Merry Christmas, y'all. I know I'm still getting a lot of questions on like how boot camp is, and honestly I couldn't tell you. It's been like, it's going on 3 years that I've been in the Navy. In July it'll be 3 years that I've been in the Navy, and I'm going to pick up second class soon. You know what I'm saying? We still wait on that OCS stuff, but you know, pandemic and everything. So I know it's kind of hard, and a lot of y'all are for the first time going to leave for boot camp, and y'all are very I want to say scared, and y'all have like a lot of things going on in y'all mind because of everything that's going on. I wish I could help you, but I don't know how the pandemic is, like going to boot camp through the pandemic. But I mean, obviously keep positive and remember the reason why you're joining the Navy, whether or not it's to get money, to be able to go afford school, or to help out your family members or whatever that you have going on. Just keep that mentality. I know it's closer and closer for a lot of y'all to leave. I'm proud of y'all. If no one else has told y'all, I am proud of you. You right there. That one that's watching this. You. But update. I'm here in San Diego, of course. It's not bad. I want to say a couple of things. The carrier life and small boy life are completely different, but I am back in the shipyard, so it kind of sucks. Like, sucks bad back to back, but I'm getting sea duty pay, so I'm not really upset. I'm still adjusting to the time difference, which is really crazy because my whole entire life of being, I've been on Central Texas time, or I've been on New York time, and they're only about an hour. Texas is an hour before New York, so New York is after, and Virginia is on the same time as New York. But coming to California, they're 3 hours behind. So anytime I want to talk to somebody, I'm like, what y'all doing? They're like, sleep. I'm like, my bad. And I mainly just call my mom, my boyfriend, and my friends that are here, and then shout out to the Petties. There's 3 of them. Y'all remember Petty from my first boot camp? I am here with her also, and her twin brother is actually on my ship, and her little sister is actually out here too. So they got lucky, and they were all be able to stay together. So I don't have that. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all my family or whatever. The holidays are a really good time to either be close to your family. I know a lot of us haven't been able to be with our family because of the pandemic. So being on, you know, Zoom or FaceTime really means a lot, because, you know, we all thought we were going to be somewhere else doing something else. Man, I definitely thought I was going to be out the country again. But, you know, it's neither here or there. I'm still getting a paycheck. I'm still waking up. I still have a job. A lot of people cannot say that. So I am grateful for having a job and being able to get paid in this time where people are unsure on how they're going to be able to do things. But there is a thing called seasonal depression, anxiety, and I just want to give a little bit on that, and not to minimize that or just go forth with that. When I say go forth, I mean like you need to acknowledge that you do have, it may be depression, and maybe that you're lonely. This is maybe the most time you've ever spent by yourself, but you need to find something, be creative. It doesn't have to be a hustle, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be turning a YouTube channel or something like that. It doesn't have to be on that type of sense. It could just be drawing or sketching or working out indoors, or video games, something that keep you mentally positive. And I know it's really hard right now to do that, but you have to really kind of focus on that because of exactly what's going on. So I just want to raise awareness for that, because I know us being in the military, you know, brothers and sisters in arms, whether you're in the Air Force, Navy, Army, Marines, you know, Coast Guard, you know, we still are brothers and sisters in arms, and we do need to look out for each other. So if you do see someone that is depressed, or they are anxious, or they just kind of be into themselves, don't be afraid to give them a hug, even though we're supposed to be 6 feet. But don't be afraid to just kind of look out and be like, hey, what are you doing? You know, you want to hang out? Simple. Or make them smile, just compliment them. That could really just be the thing that helps them, because you don't know what a person is mentally going through, and it could be the wrong thing and it could make them snap. But you are supposed to have your shipmates back, and when I say that, you should be able to just give them a compliment, because they are family. They are your family at the end of the day. But the shipyard and the carrier and the small boys are total difference. I went from 10 duty sections to 4. Actually, we're in 3 right now. So that's crazy in itself. The carrier, it actually took me such a really long time to figure and maneuver, because there's like so many down and so many up. Like a carrier could have 9 going up, and a small boy is like 7. Not even 7, it's like 5. And then it's like 3 down or 4 down. It's not really big. I actually had my first DD day yesterday, and it was weird, because you know, a lot of places you have to be armed up, and for watches and stuff like that, of course you have to be watched. But I'm in the shipyard, so you get what I'm saying. So here you don't have to be like OOD. You can actually be a 3rd class. You can be a seaman and be an OOD. On a carrier, you have to be a chief. You have to be a chief to be OOD. And this is crazy. If you want to be Poo or Moo, anyone can be it. An E1 can be Poo or Moo, versus you have to be Petty Officer of the Watch. You have to be a 2nd class. On a small boy, anyone can be Poo or Moo. Everyone has to go through training, specific training for small boy, because it's all hands all time. And that's crazy in itself, because you know, when you're in your designation of your department on a carrier, you just migrate with your department. So I'm an OS, I'm an operations specialist, but I was with Undez, I was with the BMs. So shout out to the BMs, because I really love y'all. Because if you don't know your way around and you came from undesignated and you with the BMs, no matter where you go, no matter what kind of ship you're at, if you see the BMs, it's just something about being with the BMs, and y'all know it's family, it's love. It just always is, and that's just how it is on a small boy also. But on a carrier, the BMs and OSs and everyone else kind of do their own thing. On a small boy, it's all hands all the time. Everyone is helping. Everyone knows everyone's job. So there's no reason for someone to be like, hey, I can't line handle. Hey, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do unrep. I don't know how to do these things. Everyone literally everyone knows how to do everything. You go from a ship of 5,000 to 300. Crazy numbers. Like, it's wild. The CO may say he know you on a carrier and meet you for one time, because you just, you know, came on and you're going through what is it called? I can't even think what it's called. But in-dock on a carrier, basically just introducing you to the ship, and you know, you sign in and you do all this and you walk around the ship and all these other things. You meet the CO and the XO and the CMC, and they know you by name. They know what you look like. They know how long you have your PRD rate, like how long. If you're gonna become, I'm about to put on 2nd class in March, so I'm taking an exam, and yeah, girl, went from 3rd class to 2nd class. Who y'all, baby? Ooh, excuse me. And they know who you are. Everyone knows who you are. Hey, you're going for 2nd class. You need some help. I can help you. I took the 2nd class, or I know this person who can help you. Versus on a carrier, the CO or the XO, CMC, the triad, you know, they might meet you one time, and you know, they might see you a couple times if you get lucky, if you're known. Like, I was on a carrier and I was on a special team, so I was able to see the CO and XO and the CMC a lot more than, you know, maybe the average person, the average sailor that comes on the ship. So yeah, it's quite a difference to be like, yo, this is crazy. I mean, I enjoy it though. I think being with the BMs and being undesignated and like my second classes, so shout out to BM2 Davis, BM1 Acevedo on the Bush, for them coming from small boys, so they always treated us undes as if we were on a small boy, no matter that we were on a carrier. So they were like, this is how hard it's gonna be. You're not gonna always live the carrier life, so we don't want you to get adjusted and get prima donna to it. Versus like when I got to the small boy, people were like, oh, a carrier sailor. I was like, first off, I'm with this all the time because I have that BM attitude of getting stuff done. I'm not, my boots are not super shine with the grease and stuff because I worked hard and I appreciate working hard. I mean, that's what I did 24/7 for like 2 years. So why would I come and be lazy? And me coming from a carrier, actually I had more quals than a lot of people usually do on a small boy, because you have to take way more boards and way more tests on a small boy versus a carrier. It's like at your own discretion. And I had more quals turning over to a small boy than they expected. Yeah, I have my ESWAs, but I can't get my air because I have to wait till I go on deployment to get that, versus on a carrier I could have double back to back, but I just didn't have enough time to do it. You know what I mean? And that's cool because me being on a small boy, going on deployment, I feel like I would more so appreciate it more because I went on deployment and I got to see how the helos landed on my ship, versus like the helos, there's only 2 on my small boy, but on a carrier there's like 8 that could fit on there. I think more, because the carrier hangar bay is about a football size length versus the small boy where it's like and it's like they come in like this, versus like on a carrier you have all of this and they can land anywhere in between there, and they have the running stop. So when they're doing the helos and they're training, they can stop anywhere. But a small boy's like whoop, and you have these 2 that make sense because it's the front, and this right here where my elbows is like where they come in and land. So they're only like 2. I don't think 4, but I'm just gonna assume 2 can go on there. But yeah, I'm still learning. Right now I really do like everyone because there's no one that can just actually slack. Everyone is really there to help you. If you don't know what you're doing, they can exactly find out who can help you, what to do, how to do it, versus on the carrier it's kind of like you against you at this point. If you want to get it done, you're getting it done. But on the small boy, it's all hands. It's really a small tight community, and I'm appreciative to have the BMs that came before me that helped me. And then like going over there didn't feel like a huge thing. But I hope you guys enjoy this video, small update, and happy holidays. I mean, and don't forget to look out for each other, whether or not you're going to boot camp or you've been in for 5-10 years. You know what I mean? So until next time, guys, don't forget to like and follow and subscribe. And if you have any comments, please leave them below. Bye, guys.